Yep, you heard the title of this video right. This is a complete rant about Lego. So this is going to be unscripted. I'm just going to go off the wall and start ranting about how expensive Lego has gotten these days, which I find to be completely ridiculous. Because I remember when I was younger that I was able to get like maybe 5 to 6 things for roughly 20 to £50. And back then that was like not bad at all, especially with the amount of Lego that you could get. And also, the bigger sets, right? Obviously, the ones that everyone wants the most, right? Those weren't so bad either. And also, it was, a fun bonding experience, right? Because you would sit down and you would build something with your friend or parent or whatever. And it would just be fun finding all the pieces, putting it together and then looking at the complete build afterwards and going, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. But these days, you'll be lucky to get one or two for that price. Because some of them are like going up like to the hundreds. Like, it's really hard to walk into a Lego store, right? Because, you've gotten back into Lego again and then you just look at the prices and go, oh my god. Because every time I want to, get another Lego set, right, I go in there, look at the price, and then immediately turn away. And it upsets me because obviously I'm still a massive fan of Lego, right? But I've not been able to get a Lego set for a very long time now. Not unless I, save like, as much money as humanly possible. Even though all of that money should really be going towards other things. But that's aside the point, right? It just upsets me to know that there's going to be a bunch of kids that won't get to experience, the good old days where they can get like a ton of sets for like cheap and, build it with their parent. Now they'll only be able to get like one or maybe even two. And also, it isn't just, the branded stuff like, Star Wars, Harry Potter, those type of things that are dead expensive. Like, it makes sense as to why they would be expensive, right? But what I don't understand being expensive is things that Lego made themselves. Like a cat or a dog or a fox, things like that, right? I have no idea why those ones are so expensive as well. Like, seriously. They're not even branded or anything like that. Like, you could get a bonsai, a Lego bonsai tree, and it would be more expensive than the real thing. That's how stupid this has gotten. I understand to some level, right? Because, they've got a lot more licenses they have to pay for, so they do have to increase the price to some degree. But in other cases, it just completely doesn't make any sense as to why they do that. And I just have to, stare at something that I want, knowing that I can't get it because it's way out of my price league, and it just upsets me. It really does. I'm pretty sure you can tell that it's upsetting me right now. Ugh, God. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about Lego getting stupidly expensive, and do you think it's going to get even worse as time progresses because, all of the events that are happening in real life that are, pushing up the price tag to even levels I didn't think were even possible? Alright, okay. I think that is my rant about Lego over. But again, let me know how you guys feel about it. Let me know if you're still collecting Legos and all that fun stuff. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.